Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a pretty serious show here that we want to get into. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, today, just been one of those days. I actually found myself relaxing on a Sunday, and all of a sudden I got a notification, on my phone that John Morant had been suspended. I immediately ran upstairs and said to my wife, no, this can't be real. She was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this cannot be real. So I quickly started to comb through the internet, and I discovered that in fact, John Morant has been suspended by the Memphis Grizzlies for a video that went viral of him in a car with his friend, and he seemed to flash some type of weapon, and even his friend was throwing up some signs of a pistol. And then I went to go read the official press release of what the Memphis Grizzlies had to say via, I believe it is Mark Spears. They said this today. For immediate release, May 14, 2023, Memphis, Tennessee. We are aware of the social media video involving John Morant. He is suspended from all team activities pending league review. We have no further comments at this time. This bit of information verified that John Morant has been suspended. Immediately after we were able to, get that information, we went live on the channel. Broke a record, had 5,000 plus people watching us. And as we were doing the live, someone brought up the pertinent question: what is Nike going to do in all of this? Where is Nike in the grand scheme of things as it pertains to this particular issue? Why? Because John Morant just signed a deal with Nike as one of the faces of their basketball division line, right? The John Morant that replaced the former Nike guy in Kyrie Irving, who was dropped for the tweet that he put out a number of months ago. So a lot of people were asking, what role does Nike have to play in all of this? Are they just going to remain quiet? Are they not going to do anything? Are they going to say something about this or not? And it turns out, while combing through the internet, I was able to find some information basically saying that it looks like Nike now is preparing to suspend John Morant. And I got that from a tweet from, Daryl Rovell. He's a business and sports betting and memorabilia collector of tickets, sports business reporter of Action Network HQ, founder of Drink Kick Stand. The guy has about 1.9 million followers. And he said, I expect Nike to at least pause its relationship with John Morant by tomorrow. That particular tweet that he put out 2 hours ago generated 164,000 views. And if this is true, that in fact, Nike is preparing to suspend its relationship with John Morant, if this report of what this gentleman just said here is true, this is going to be one of the biggest falls from grace that I can think of in a very long time. And the saddest part about it is it's all self-inflicted. It's all self-inflicted. No one is doing this to John Morant. No one is actually doing this to him. No one. He did it to himself. The NBA is a league that doesn't joke around. Carmelo Anthony said this when the late commissioner David Stern was commissioner, where he said, David Stern says, we know everything you guys do. We know all your friends, what your friends do. We know everything. Why am I bringing it up? I'm bringing that up to say that John Morant is being watched by the league. Now the question is, why would they watch him? Because he's potentially one of the faces of an entire multi-billion-dollar league that is getting ready to sign a $75 billion TV deal. That's the type of money we're talking about. And that league doesn't want itself associated with nonsense like this. We're talking about big business right now. Not people's emotions. We're talking about big business. And I cannot understand why Ja Morant has put it upon himself to go out there and do things that jeopardize his money. I don't understand it. I don't understand the cause he's fighting. There is no cause. What's the cause he's fighting for here? What's the play that he's running here? What is he trying to prove here? I don't know the guy. But as someone that vehemently defended him during the first few stories, I defended him all the way through. Even me, I've now reached my limit. And the question is now, what is Nike going to do? Because Nike is another multi-billion-dollar brand that's associated with players like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Cristiano Ronaldo, and the list goes on and on and on. And if you think that they're going to continue to have Ja Morant doing these things while those other guys represent their brand, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. And a lot of us are out here questioning, why was Ja able to come out of that therapy facility that he went to in Florida? After 2-3 weeks, he was out of there and back playing basketball. A lot of people are speculating, why didn't he just take more time to work on himself and come back next season with a renewed mind? Why didn't he do that? So to me, man, I think I can't even believe we're producing this show. As someone that defended Ja Morant, I can't believe this is actually even happening. Like, how did we get here? How? How did we get here? How did we get here? Number one. Number two, what's up with the Memphis Grizzlies? As an organization, you guys get bounced out of the first, the first round by the, was it the first? Yeah, the first round by the Lakers. Yeah, the first round by the Lakers. You got guys like Dylan Brooks and all these guys talking trash. Dudes talking about running up and down the chimney. Y'all get embarrassed. Then, less than 3 weeks later, a story like this breaks. What's going on? What is going on? But let me tell you guys something. There's going to be an avalanche of criticism coming Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies' way in the next week. And I am not going to play the role of defender. I did it before, and they're making a fool out of me for doing it. Because a good amount of our viewers were saying, hey, you are babying this guy. You're not holding him accountable. And I think these guys have a point. I'm not doing it anymore. Those that are out there that will still defend Ja Morant, let them do it. Let them do it. But if this report is true, you're about to witness one of the biggest falls from grace. I hope it's not true. I pray it's not true. These are my thoughts. What I want to know from you guys is leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll catch